Today we're going to be talking about the best at-home drills that quarterbacks can do if maybe you're constricted to your house or you can't go outside because of the weather. Now this first drill that we're going to be going over today, you guys, is going to work on back leg stability and getting your weight onto your back leg in your throwing motion. Now the reason why you want to have weight loaded onto your back leg in your throwing motion is you can take that weight and transfer that weight to your front foot for power, but it also helps you get to a position called upper body and lower body dissociation, which is how quarterbacks can increase throw velocity, but also take pressure off their arms. So throw velocity or dissociation, you guys, is essentially, let's say I got a target over here towards this wall. I take a step towards the target. I want my shoulders to go back. I want my upper body going this way as my lower body's going that way. So this separation point right here, now what do? I transfer that weight and that hip fires through before the shoulders, creating that whip, and that's how I get power on the ball. Now you can't get to that dissociation position if you don't have weight on your back leg. A lot of quarterbacks, what they'll do is they will push and lunge forward when their front foot gets down. So they lose all this weight on their back leg. So they can't rotate their shoulders back, and then they end up just pushing the ball using all arm, putting a ton of pressure on their arm. Now, another mistake quarterbacks will make is they'll never get to this weight back position, and I call it being stacked, head, knee, and foot, or stacked on top of each other. They'll never get there because when they drop back, let's say I'm taking a 3-step drop, 1, 2, 3, they're insanely heavy on their front foot. So they go to take a step, they physically can't do it anyways because they never got their weight back to begin with. So a lot of QBs get to that like bike kickstand position because they lack back leg strength and ankle stability. It takes a lot of ankle stability and strength, you guys, to be able to take a 3-step drop and be able to get to here. So this drill works on that. So you literally need, guys, probably, I would say about a 10-yard space. You honestly could probably get away with 5 yards, but we're going to be doing 6 reps on the right leg, your throwing side leg, 6 reps on the left leg, and we're going to do that for 3 sets. But all you are going to do is just simply hop. So I'm on one foot, hop, stick the landing. Hop, stick the landing, and you're gonna do that 6 times. Now again, it's gonna be a little tough to balance, but remember, if you hop and your weight's forward, you're going to slip and fall forward. So you have to get your weight back and get comfortable in that stacked position, which is where we need to get when I take a regular 3-step drop. So we're gonna show you how that drill should look full speed. It's a great drill to develop that back leg stability so we could get my weight back in my throwing motion. Now, before we get into that drill full speed, fellas, if you are a quarterback and you would like to train with myself and my staff of coaches this offseason, we are traveling out to 15 different cities across the entire country for 2-day long QB and wide receiver training camp. So guys, check out that very first link in the description below if you're interested. We're coming out to San Francisco, California, Orlando, Florida. Both of those camps are completely sold out, you guys, and all these camps I'm about to list will sell out. We limit spots simply because we can work with each athlete individually because there's not 1,000 people there. So again, make sure you take advantage of the camps that are available. Then we'll be coming out to Phoenix, Arizona, Charlotte, North Carolina, Austin, Texas, Las Vegas, Nevada, Seattle, Washington, Chicago, Illinois, Newark, New Jersey, Birmingham, Alabama, Houston, Texas, Boston, Massachusetts, Columbus, Ohio, Boise, Idaho, and finishing it off in Los Angeles, California. So guys, want some more information? Very first link in that description below. We'd love to have you there. Now this next drill, you guys, is going to be called our single leg stabilizer drill. So this works on that dissociation concept that we mentioned in the first drill. So remember, dissociation, you guys, quick recap. I step to my target. I want to maintain my weight on my back leg, and I want to rotate into my back leg. I want my shoulders to be here, hands separate, ball goes here, and then the hips go through before the shoulders. A lot of QBs, though, you guys, lack mobility. They're insanely stiff with their upper half, so when they even try to go back with their shoulders, they physically don't rotate enough, and they still open up shoulders and hips and just push this ball. So this drill works on that mobility while maintaining that weight back position with your back leg. You essentially, like on foot strike, you guys want to try to keep your shin as straight as possible and then drive. So as you keep that shin straight, we rotate back. So this drill works on that. Simple drill, no equipment required. You're just going to balance on your throwing side foot, and you're going to be doing, I would say, probably 3 sets of 10 reps of this drill. So again, you're going to balance balance on your throwing side foot. Hands are gonna be crossed. You're gonna try to get your chest parallel to the ground, but you're trying to keep your back as straight as possible. If you have a little bit of a slouch, that's okay, but try to keep your back as straight as possible. Arms are gonna be crossed. All you're gonna do is you're gonna try to line up your left shoulder with your throwing side knee, or I should say your front shoulder with your throwing side knee. So all we're gonna do is we're going to rotate like so into this leg, line it up, rotate back, rotate again, and then rotate back. And what we want to do while we're performing this drill, you guys, focus on an object. Focus on something on the floor, something on the wall that you could stare at so you don't start losing balance and shaking all over the place. We're going to show you how this should look from a different angle right now. Now this next drill we're going to talk about, you guys, is called our quarterback hip walk. So it's working on that same dissociation concept. However, there's a little bit more movement required to this. You need about a 10, or I would say 5 to 10 yard space, and you want to do 4 sets of 10 yards. If you only have 5 yards to work with, you're going to do obviously 8 sets of 5 yards to get your 40 yards in of this drill. So how this is going to go is you're going to be in a perfect throwing base. So your weight's going to be back, head, knee, and foot are stacked, light on your front foot, you guys. You want about like 20 to 30% of your weight onto this front foot. So when you stride, you could transfer that weight to that front foot, and that's power. Now this drill works on us taking a stride to the target, but keeping my weight back and dissociating my upper body and lower body. So all you're gonna do, the rhythm of this drill is gonna be front foot, back foot, stride. As you stride, front shoulder rotates opposite direction, hands separate, working that dissociation concept that last stabilizer drill worked on. So again, it's gonna be front foot, back foot, stride, reset, front foot, back foot, stride, reset. And again, you gotta get 40 yards in. So either 8 sets of 5 yards or 4 sets of 10 yards. So we're gonna show you how this should look full speed. Now this next drill is going to be our straight jacket drill. So again, guys, you need about a 5 yard space or a 10 yard space to work this drill. Again, you want to do either 8 sets of 5 yards or 4 sets of 10 yards to get our 40 yards in. So this pretty much puts everything together, right? So as a quarterback, I talk a lot about the first part of your throwing sequence, right? So you take a step to the target, your weight stays back, shoulders separate. But what happens next? You take this weight that you have on your back leg, and you can think of it as a hip rotation. I personally think of it as a weight transfer, but you take this weight that's on your back leg and you transfer it to the front leg, hips firing through, shoulder ball trails behind, and that's your whipping effect, that's your power, and that takes pressure off the arm. So this drill works on that rotation element. So it's very similar to that hip walk drill that we did, but your arms are gonna be crossed across your chest like you're in a straight jacket. Again, that's what they put like crazy people in so they can't move their hands and hurt themselves. So that's what I want your arms to be like. So you're here, it's gonna be front foot, back foot, stride. As you stride, we're dissociating, and then it's hips bringing you through. Reset, front, back, stride, hips bringing you through. So we're gonna do that for that 40 yard space. And again, 8 sets of 5 yards or 4 sets of 10 yards, depending on the space that you're working with. I'm gonna show you how this should look full speed. Now, another great thing you can do as a quarterback at home is work on your towel. So you could get literally a dish towel from your guys' kitchen. You could get like a quarterback towel that you wear down in the middle of your pants, whatever. But you're gonna try to make the towel as thin as possible, and you're gonna put your middle finger over the top of the towel. Reason why we do this is when you release with the towel, you don't wanna hold it like this, because that doesn't simulate how you would actually flick your wrist on a throw. You wanna hold it, again, middle finger over the top of the towel, so you can get that same flicking motion and extension that you get on a normal throw. But what we're gonna be working on, you guys, is just mental progression reps. So if you're in a team, I'm assuming all of you are on a team because you're quarterbacks, but like if you're on like a full 11 on 11 high school team, you guys probably have a playbook. You're in a youth team, you probably have a playbook. I want you to go through every single play that you have on your playbook and go through mental reps with your eyes closed where you're envisioning the reads and you're doing a full throw with this towel. So let's choose a simple concept, and I want you to work each play at least 3 times on each side. So it's gonna be a lot of reps, but guys, one of the best things that you could do to get your feel back, and again, like if you can't go to a field, it's super cold outside, there's snow on the ground, you can't work with receivers, maybe receivers don't want to come out, this is a very, very easy thing that you could do to work on your progressions, your reads, your timing, and just your general throw mechanics. So let's choose a simple concept like a curl flat. So what I'm gonna do on that play, we like this against probably like a 4-3 defensive front. 4 down linemen, 3 backers, corners are off, so probably like cover 4. We're reading the outside backer. He runs with the flat, I got the curl. He stays home, I take the flat. So my read's the outside backer. So what I would go through, I'd have my eyes closed, I would envision the field, set, go, take a step back, look at the flat, reset, throw. And I'm doing this with my eyes because I'm envisioning the reads happening. Because when you can do that, on the field it's not a shock. On the field it's not like, oh crap, I've never seen this before. No, you've gone over in your head over and over again, especially if you're limited to a tight space. This is one of the best things that you can do. I'm gonna show you this should look full speed. Now also fellas, if you are a quarterback and you would like an 8-week daily training schedule that you could follow in the gym and on the field, check out that second link in the description below for our elite quarterback training package. Like I said, it's 2 months of workouts. We map out exactly what you should be doing as a QB. Monday you're doing this, Tuesday you're doing that, in the gym, on the field, exact sets and reps, and a video example of each drill and each gym exercise. So again guys, second link in that description below if that's of interest to you.